Who should really be putting a commercial glass door fridge in their space? Who can live without it? And does the price make sense for a small business that just wants to keep a few cases of soda chilled? Those are the questions that keep most buyers up at night, especially when you're juggling rent, inventory, and the constant pressure to look professional. If you're wondering whether a display cooler is worth the investment or if you'll end up with a sleek piece of glass that never gets used, keep listening. The link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. When I first started researching upright beverage merchandisers, the biggest hurdle was the sheer variety of models. There are tiny countertop units that hold a single case, massive floor-standing machines that can stock a whole warehouse, and everything in between. What separates a good fit from a waste of space is less about square footage and more about how you actually plan to use the cooler day to day. For a coffee shop that wants to showcase bottled iced tea, a 12 cubic foot unit might be overkill. For a convenience store that needs to rotate multiple brands of energy drinks, that same capacity could be just right. The KoolMore commercial one-glass door display upright beverage refrigerator cooler sits right in that middle ground, big enough to handle a moderate assortment, but compact enough to fit in a hallway or near a checkout lane. Let's talk about the practical strengths first. The double-pane tempered glass front does more than just look premium, it actually reduces heat transfer, so the interior stays colder with less work from the compressor. In a real-world scenario, that translates to lower electricity bills, something a small business owner will notice over months. The LED lighting is bright but not harsh, which means customers can see product labels clearly without the glare that some older fluorescent units produce. The simple turn dial for temperature control is a surprisingly effective feature. You don't need a complicated digital interface to keep drinks at the ideal 35-40 F. A quick adjustment after a busy lunch rush does the trick, and the dial stays calibrated even after a few weeks of use. Another point that often slips through the hype is the door's accessibility. The single glass door swings outward, giving you a full view plus easy access for restocking. If you've ever tried to shuffle cases behind a narrow front opening door, you'll appreciate the extra clearance. For staff who are already juggling multiple tasks like taking orders, cleaning tables, and restocking shelves, a fridge that lets you grab a case with one hand and slide it onto the shelf without fiddling with locks is a genuine time saver. Now, the hidden trade-offs. The KoolMore unit is rated for commercial use, but its compressor isn't the heavy-duty type you'd find in a full-size walk-in freezer. In hot climates or in a store with a lot of foot traffic, the unit can run longer cycles to maintain the set temperature. That means the LED lights will stay on for a bit longer after you close the door, which can add a few dollars to your electric bill. It's not a deal breaker, but it's something to keep in mind if you're operating on razor-thin margins. Another practical weakness is the lack of a programmable door alarm. Many higher-priced display coolers will beep if the door stays open too long, protecting you from accidental temperature loss. With the KoolMore, you need to be vigilant. A stray door left ajar could cause a dip in cooling performance, especially after a busy evening. If your staff forgets to close the door quickly, you might notice a slight warm-up period the next morning, a small inconvenience that could become a larger issue if you're stocking perishable items like fresh juices. Who should buy this unit? If you run a small to medium retail outlet, think convenience store, corner market, or a suburban pharmacy that needs a front-facing fridge to promote beverages, this KoolMore is a solid match. Its 12 cubic foot capacity can comfortably hold about 3,040 cases of soda, water, or energy drinks, giving you enough variety to cater to different customer preferences without crowding the floor. The sleek black finish blends well with most decor, and the glass front adds a sense of transparency that customers often perceive as higher quality. For owners who want to showcase their product range but don't have the budget for a premium brand, the price point is competitive, especially when you factor in the energy-efficient lighting and tempered glass that reduce operating costs. On the flip side, skip this model if you need massive storage volume or if you operate in an environment where temperature fluctuations are extreme. A warehouse that needs to keep dozens of cases chilled around the clock would be better served by a larger, industrial-grade unit with a more robust compressor. Likewise, if you're looking for advanced connectivity like remote temperature monitoring or a digital display that can show promotional messages, this cooler's simple analog dial won't cut it. Finally, if your space is extremely tight, the outward swinging door could become a nuisance. A countertop model with a front opening hatch might fit more snugly. Value for money is